Hello and welcome. My name is Michelle. I am your emotional resilience coach, and today we are going to be chatting about rejection. We are so scared that people are going to see us as we are, that people are going to find us unacceptable, people are going to find us unworthy, people are going to look down at us and think that we don't measure up. We feel that people are rejecting us all the time, and as such, we are dancing to the Pied Piper. We are trying to make sure that everybody else around us is happy and that they are happy with us. This idea of rejection is akin to death. We feel that if we are going to be rejected, we are going to be kicked out, for want of a better word. We are going to be given the cold shoulder. We are going to be ignored. We are going to be basically unacceptable. And by being unacceptable, that our worst fears are going to be confirmed, that we are unlovable, that somehow deeply to our core, innately, that we are flawed, that we are unacceptable, that no matter what we do, no matter what we say, that it is never going to be enough. And because of this is why we people please. This is why we try to make everybody else happy. This is why you will do things like look the other way when someone is unkind or mean-spirited. This is why you will get into the habit of saying, it's okay, or making excuses for other people. This is why you put yourself in these positions where at the end of the day you are crying from exhaustion, from fear, from pain, for not feeling like you are ever enough, because you are living in this place of, I'm going to be rejected. So I have some quick thoughts on what you can do to help yourself work through these moments. One of the thoughts that I love is when we say, everybody hates me, everybody is fighting with me, I'm just not good enough for anybody. When we speak in these places of extremes, just come back to yourself and ask yourself, who is everybody? It normally boils down to one, maybe two people. Are they healthy people? Are they functional people? Or are they abusive? Do they undermine you? Do they minimize you? Do they abuse you in any way? Are their thoughts really valid? All right. Do they hold water? So often, other people's judgments are a reflection of their own inner world. So if they're looking at you as not being enough somehow, if they are looking at you as being flawed somehow, if they are pointing at fingers at you and saying that there is something wrong with you, or if they are finding little fault with every little thing that you do, if you feel that you'll just never measure up to them, that you will just never reach their standards, the truth is that that person, that those standards, that bar, they do it to themselves too. What you are seeing is a reflection of their own inner world, and it has nothing to do with you. This is a really good thought to come back to. This is not to say that we have no faults. This is not to say that there is no room for growth or improvement. I'm talking about it in these extreme cases, these relationships where you feel like you are always hustling for this person to accept you, that you are always going that extra mile, that you are somehow always bending over backwards and feeling like it is still not enough. And that if you don't do what they want, that you're going to ultimately be rejected. Another thing to do, which is harder and takes more practice, and you're going to want to incrementally increase your exposure to it bit by bit as and when you can, is to just sit with that discomfort. The fear of rejection, the actual fear is really greater than the rejection itself. The fear is what puts us in a spin. is what makes us act out and show up the way that we do. Rejection ultimately just tells us that that part of our journey, temporarily or maybe long term, is over. And we have walked that road. Maybe you've lost a job. Maybe it's the end of a friendship. Maybe it's the end of a relationship. Whatever the ending is, it has served its season. It has served its purpose. The lessons have been taught. You've got them. You now need to learn from them and grow from them and get stronger through them because of them. And that is really isn't the end of your world. Often doors are opening while we're looking at what we have lost. We're so busy staring at what is closed that we're not seeing all the wonderful opportunities, all the amazing things that are being brought to our attention and to our focus in front of us. We can shift our focus to greatness. We don't need to stay in this world of rejection. Lastly, let go of needing to be right. So often we feel that if we are proven wrong somehow, that this means again that we are wrong. We take it and we make it mean something about ourselves, about our identity, about who we are as people. If I am wrong in a thought or an opinion or in a belief, we make ourselves think and believe that there's something wrong with us innately as people, and there is nothing wrong with you. Be okay with not always being right. It's not about being perfect. So take a deep breath. Know that you are loved. Know that you are special. Know that you have a lot of value to be added, and know that it is not the end of the world. Your brain is going to want to tell you that rejection equals death. Breathe through it. It's hard. Sit with the discomfort of it. That is where the growth will come out. I hope that this has resonated with you in some way. If it has, please do hit like, subscribe, the notifications button, and I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. And please do share. Go on and have a most empowering day. Have your own back, and know that if someone or something rejects you, it is not about you. It is about them, what they're going through, their journey, and shift your focus to what is being opened to you.